State University. She plays with Leigh Waters, the world #1, is the clear-cut world #2 female player in the world. And off we go, game 1, a rematch of the Grand Slam final from Atlanta. Just 2 weeks ago, we saw this on display. Leigh Waters picking up right where she left off in Atlanta, where she triple crowned.
1-0-2.
But what a run for Andrea Koop and Jade Kawamoto.
Point.
Too fast there from AL. Just ready for everything. Look for Catherine and AL to control the kitchen as much as they can. I think Andrea and Jade are going to have to slough off the kitchen just a little bit to give themselves some time. But such sharp dinks and fast combos from Catherine and AL.
3-0-2.
Big play from Andrea Koop, former UCLA tennis star, All-American and a lawyer by profession as well.
0-3-1.
36 years old. Been around the game a long time, still playing at such a high level.
Really fun point there. Make him hit. Great defense there from Andrea and Jade.
Jade, the lefty we haven't talked about yet, turned 28 years old in April. How many rallies in that point? Unbelievable, both sides.
Okay, ladies, that felt like a collaborative exhibition point. It was so wide-ranging. Incredible work from Catherine and Leigh to get back into that point initially, but really, really fun to watch.
Side out.
This is the third meeting between these two teams. They first met in Kansas City last year, and then, of course, in the final in the Atlanta Grand Slam event that happened a couple of weeks ago. Parenteau and Waters took that one in 3 games in a best 3 out of 5 format. 11-9, 11-2, 11-8, so it was close in games 1 and 3.
Some of the better score lines you'll see against this partnership. Leigh was all over those, but not enough.
Well, ahead of the break, we promised an upset alert on the men's draw. Do you want to share what happened
1-3-1
in the round of 16?
Yes, we had the 16 seed Daniel De La Rosa and Martin Emmerich taking down the first-time partnership of Federico Stexrud and James Ignatowicz in 3, pulling that third game out 11-9. So an underwhelming appearance for Fed and James here in this tournament, but really well done from Daniel and Martin. They've been a powerful combo for the last 6 months.
Crowd applauding the point we just saw on full display here between these two teams.
1-3-2. Side out.
So much pressure, unrelenting on the side of Leigh Waters.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can bring pressure in a match. You can make a lot of balls and make your opponents hit. You can move them around. You can apply a lot of pace, power. They do it from almost every aspect.
Wow, Andrea Koop finishes off the point. What a dig, though, by Jade Kawamoto in the corner of the transition area. Looked like that ball was dead on the overhead of Parenteau.
Really like that step from Andrea at the end. I think she's obviously got the length and the power. She's playing with a new kind of paddle tech. She can really cover for Jade there. Jade, the ultimate ball maker. You ask any of the women or the men in mix, like, she just gets balls back. Her and Fed had that good run and 3-game grinder against Matt and Lucy on grandstand yesterday. Just a pleasure to watch.
Yeah. Has an uptick to her offense lately, too.
Good speed up there. Kind of pretzeling Andrea from Catherine. Look at this. Sound effects, are they okay?
3-1-1.
Nailed it.
Point.
Versatility on full display for Waters and Parenteau. That's a shot Koop will make 10 times out of 10, but talked a lot about the
4-1-1
role situation with Paris Todd and Vivian David.
Miscommunication there at the end, but unrelenting pressure from Leigh and Catherine.
And they can play both sides too, and they're so fluid with their switches and their calls and their ability to read each other.
Second serve.
Given that they're probably the number 1 and 2 women
5-1-2
in so many of the events, like, they don't have a clear weakness or hole for sure. So it's not even about, you know, you're getting just a combination of strengths from both sides. You're not even getting a look and something to exploit.
Side out.
That ball was wide, called by Jade Kawamoto. Currently works a full-time job as well for the NCAA. I think it's so cool, these pros that can still play at such a high level while also managing a really demanding full-time career.
Wow, what are these points we're being treated to right now? Incredible rallies. Some bailout defense from each one of those partners.
1-5-2.
Wow, that was a blast off from Captain Parenteau, whips it inside out.
So deceptive in it. Vivian David asking how she can choose a lot of spots at your body or down the line with that.
Unbelievable from Leigh Waters. Steps to the kitchen, effortlessly puts it away. Another switcheroo from Waters and Parenteau.
So tricky. They like to play fast, serve fast. It's really a freight train from all aspects. And if you've ever seen this level of play in person, you can just kind of sense the controlled chaos, but also precision at the same time that they bring.
And there's no complacency for Waters and Parenteau.
No, they're like, we're going to win fast. And if you're not on in the blink of an eye, you've lost 4 points.
Point.
What do you think playing fast benefits their style, if at all?
Well, they execute so well that they can do it. They don't really need to slow themselves down, given they have so many of the strokes just kind of second nature, and they're a really well-oiled partnership. But I think in terms of your opponents, you know, you kind of get tournament brain and things are moving fast, and it's really hard to process, hey, what's working, what's not? Do we adjust? Do we stick to the plan? How am I doing? You know, all the thoughts start running through your head, and when someone isn't giving you the time and you feel rushed, it's just another added form of mental pressure.
Point.
Great point from Koop and Kawamoto. This partnership debuted on the PPA Tour back in Kansas City last season. They got the bronze there. Played together in Austin and Houston as well this season. That is too good from Andrea Koop, UCLA tennis superstar.
That's really nifty. And you're not going for power there, you're going for deception and not allowing someone to read that. Really well done by Koop.
Second serve. I
think going back, Michelle, to that pace of play question, there's also the implication that, you know, as they're serving fast and lining up for the next one,
timeout receivers.
They don't need to stop.
Open, the Grand Slam event.
Yeah, taking down Anna and Rachel.
That was a huge win.
No small feat.
Also got Vivian David and Tyra Black as well on their way there to the quarterfinals.
That's what you call a good tournament showing.
5-8-2.
My goodness, they're getting everything. Wow. Waters and Parenteau had to throw everything and the kitchen sink against Koop and Kawamoto to put a ball down. Unbelievable defense.
Complete madness. It's probably the third point of 40 hits long that we've seen these teams battling out over.
Oh no, let cord is the only way that Koop and Kawamoto will miss. Unbelievable. Great defense from Parenteau too.
9-5-1.
Such an underrated part of her game.
Yeah, incredible footwork, court positioning. Her and Tyson kind of represent to both genders in that regard.
Second serve.
Really good pressure from Andrea Koop.
9-5-2.
This is why people say they like watching women's doubles. Firefights, aggressiveness, scrambles. It's
game point.
Really fun.
Game point for Waters and Parenteau.
Yes, ma'am.
Both teams playing for a spot in the semifinal. Waters goes into the net. Well played by Jade Kawamoto. They survive one game point.
5-10-1.
Tough combo there from Koop to try to pull in the transition area, especially against someone like Catherine who's got such good hands, is going to be able to hit down on that. But they're putting up a good fight here.
Side out.
But you can notice all match long so far
Game point.
just how much in the settled kitchen scenario Catherine and Leigh kind of control that. They're at the line. Jade and Andrea kind of having to shade off of that.
Second serve.
Just leads to a lot of windows of opportunity.
Game point. 10-5-2.
And 3 game points now saved by Kawamoto and Koop. See if they can get off 5.
5-10-1.
It's a rocket from Leigh Waters.
Crazy exchanges here. Koop doing a good job of bringing a lot of that pressure. But
5-10-2.
Man,
it's almost like watching mixed doubles, but Leigh Waters is on the line.
Yeah. Well said.
Point.
Feeling it right there, but a little ambitious over the 36-inch net.
6-10-2.
All it takes is 2 or 3 more. Really put the pressure back on the top seed. There we go.
Well played by Andrea Koop. She hangs in for 1 more. The gap is closing.
Right now. 7-10-2.
Good rip from Jade.
Wow.
Haven't seen that power out of her yet.
And marching to the back. Meanwhile, Kawamoto and Koop on a heater. They trailed 10-5 in this one.
8-10-2.
Earned 3 points. Looking for 4.
Oh, Koop was ready for it. Catherine went for the 3rd inside out.
Game
down
point.
The line.
10-8-1.
Game point number 4. Almost nicked her. Oh, what an angle from Parenteau to close it out. 11-8, but an impressive comeback from Kawamoto and Koop.
Unrelenting pressure from the start. We retreated to some amazing rallies. Excited for game 2.
Koop and Kawamoto found their rhythm. At the end of game 1, it was just a bit too late. Waters and Parenteau had a dominant edge to finish, and now game 2 begins in this quarter-final matchup.
Good counter there from Catherine. Koop brought a lot of pressure in the transition area, a little bit risky in game one, but I think the best thing that she was doing was kind of trying some inside out and some off speed. Leigh and Catherine so good at meeting power with power. And so when that ball gets up, I'd like to see them try to be crafty with it.
Point.
Backhand flick from Parenteau is
1-0-1.
unbelievable. So much wrist power behind it.
Second serve. 1-0-2.
Wow. I don't know how they got out of that one.
Disorganized, to say the least.
But Leigh and Catherine not shy of using the lobs in an offensive way against Koop and Jade.
Side out. Zero, 2-1.
Big play from Koop and Kawamoto.
Yeah, that's the craftiness I'm talking about. Koop going at Catherine, but not in a traditional kind of forehand sense. Look at here, you've got a
1-2-1.
nice flick. Get that ball up to an advantageous spot.
Jade Kawamoto, talk about her being a ball maker, but she has gotten so aggressive offensively too. She knows when to strike as a BB.
Second
Play
serve.
from Waters, by the way, draw update from the men's side.
You beat me to it.
Daniel De La Rosa and Martin Emmerich, they continue their terror through the quarterfinals. Up a game on Jaume, Martinez, Vick, and Tyson McGuffin, 11-3. About that.
Side out.
Unrelenting firepower there. Catherine gets it started. Koop doing a pretty good job of fending it off, but again, if you're not getting that ball back down or changing up the spot, they're just kind of unloading on it and ready to do it time and time again.
2-2-2.
Ooh, she had it, Jade, but just nixed the net. But speaking of updates from the men's side, Matt Wright and Deckel Bar take down AJ and Noe, so they're meeting the Johns in the semifinals.
Point.
They go 11-5, 11-5. So that
4-2-2.
fun partnership proving to be successful on this day.
Point.
And they're ready to serve just like that. It's crazy. It's a buzzsaw.
Point. Timeout receivers, 6-2-2.
Not much to say.
Yeah, their Major League Pickleball partner, Kate Fahey, player she, so to speak, discovered, former Michigan tennis star. Wow. Off an ambitious poach of Waters.
Yeah, team grip it and rip it.
My goodness.
I don't know what was said during that timeout, but I think
7-2-2.
they wanted to come out guns a-blazing even more.
Point. Eight, 2-2. Side out. Two, 8-1. Second serve. 2-8-2.
Waters mixes in the lob. Andrea Koop getting everything back on her side.
I keep thinking, are these teams in a rush to get somewhere?
3-8-2.
I know they want to get to the semifinal, but they are just so aggressive.
My goodness.
I think there have been 50 off-the-bounce speed-ups and 100 half-volley defensive resets. It's been crazy.
8-3-1. Point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Leigh Waters doesn't want to be here till midnight again like she was with
for sure.
singles. So perhaps that's running through her mind.
Second serve.
I mean, the only parallel I can draw is similar to the Johns. That's not their style of play, but it's the pattern. And if it's working, you just double down on it, and you don't even think about shifting out of it. So, you know, them getting the ball started and being aggressive, it's working.
A fadeaway backhand dink winner. How about that?
Match point.
That's just a little bit of icing on the cake right now.
Miss Parenteau.
Leigh Waters, generational
10-3-2.
talent. Not a single shot she doesn't have in her bag of tricks. Match point for the world number one.
Side out.
Koop says not yet and not so fast.
3-10-1.
Athletic. Athletic as can be.
3-10-2. Point.
Hurts my sides thinking about extending with two hands out to your left and jumping,
4-10-2.
coming back to the right, and placing the ball in, obviously. All that matters.
Side out. Match point. 10-4-1.
Match point number 2 for the world number one. Wicked put away for Catherine Parenteau. To the semifinals they go. Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau are through. This is one of the fastest matches I think we've seen you guys play in terms of in between points, during the points. What did you like most about this match?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the first game we got up by being aggressive and then kind of went back into what they want to play, which is dinking and then be aggressive first. They like to move the ball around a lot, get us on our heels, and then speed the ball up. So we tried to not let them get us on our heels and to kind of put them on their heels first.
Yeah, it required so many shots to put the balls away in this one. And Catherine, when Leigh is crashing and poaching and switching sides and going everywhere on the court, how do you know instinctively to cover for her wherever you just seem to have such a good read on Leigh. How do you manage that decision making when she's flying everywhere?
I feel like, whenever she's flying everywhere, I just kind of see, if she passes the midline, I know she's just going to switch. I feel like she does a really good job to communicate with me. She's like, okay, switch or go. And I kind of know what I mean. Sometimes I don't really know what she's doing, but it's working. And she ends up winning the point by herself. So that's wonderful.
But you just play it off so well because you step in and you're like, oh, yeah, I knew exactly what was coming. That was part of the plan.
Or I'm like, me, you, go.
That's awesome. AL, you've got one more match to go, both of you in the semifinals to potentially make it to the gold medal rounds on Championship Sunday. A busy day for you ahead. So if you can pull a win in the semifinals, what does a night look like for you heading into 3 matches on Sunday, 1 in the bronze, 2 in gold, if you can make it to that point in this gender doubles?
So usually I'll finish the match and then I'll drink my tart cherry juice. And then I'll get to the Airbnb, shower, sometimes eat food, then shower, sometimes shower, eat food. I'd prefer to shower before I eat and feel comfortable. And then after that, I might FaceTime somebody, like a friend, or I might play a game on my phone. Or I might just scroll on Reels endlessly for a long time. So I don't know. Usually it takes me a while to wind down. And Catherine and I were both agreeing on this. We can't just go right to sleep. On Thursday when we had that late night, we both stayed up till I stayed up till 1:30. She might have stayed up till later. So it just takes a while to kind of relax after the day is just so draining, and you got to be super mentally tough, and your just heart rate's flying. So definitely takes a while to come down after a day.